Hello, good morning. It's my last day of uni of the week and it's my day of terror and horror today. Oh my goodness. I am enjoying uni, but every so often there's just times of absolute terror, and today is one of them. So it's the masterclass day. It's the day that I have to get up in the concert hall on the stage with a pianist that I haven't met yet and play a very fancy piece that I've been learning for many weeks in front of an audience, including a very well experienced and renowned flute player who's going to be leading the masterclass. And then when I've played the piece and everyone's clapped politely, no matter how well or badly it went, he's going to basically draw everyone's attention to all the bits I could have done better and then get me to try them with his advice, one bit at a time. And there are, I think, 3 other flautists in this session, possibly 2. I haven't spoken to the 4th one, if the 4th one exists. I think the 4th one exists, I'll find out today. Oh my goodness, I've been chatting to one of the other ones and oh dear gosh. She was more nervous about it than me on Monday when I was chatting to her, but I got nervous yesterday and the day before. Going to the opera didn't help because I should really have been practicing crazily in my cellar, but I wasn't. I didn't want to miss that opportunity to go with my boyfriend to the opera because it's just something we could remember, you know, look back on together. Something really different. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I practiced yesterday, I did a lot of practice. There will probably be bits that go wrong, but I think most of it will be alright. And at the end of the day, I'm just telling myself it's a lesson, a public lesson. It's not a performance. I mean, it's probably supposed to be a performance. I don't know. I'm just telling myself that because I need to keep my stress levels down to a dull roar, basically. I've got so many different things on today. I've got them all in my diary in sequence so I can check. There's 3 things I'm worried about today. I'm worried about the actual masterclass, of course. I'm a bit anxious about the one and only rehearsal with the pianist, which is half an hour long, and I haven't played with a pianist apart from a little poodle around with my teacher in the lessons at a very slow pace. Apart from that, I haven't done it since 1998, so I'm anxious about it. I've listened to recordings of the piece a lot, so I know in my head what the piano is supposed to sound like, but it's so complicated. I don't know, so I might have just get distracted by it and come in the wrong place, and I'm rubbish at counting rests and things and coming in the right place, so I'm worried about that. I'm sure he's going to be very nice because I have met him in the corridor once and I was introduced to him. I said, oh, I fancy doing the water piston flute sonata, and he sort of went because it's quite I'd say it's quite advanced for the piano. I'm also anxious because you're only allowed to have 2 practice room bookings per day at my uni. So you have to do it on an app online, either on your phone or your laptop, whatever. And if you try and do more than 2, it just says sorry. Computer says no. It doesn't phrase it quite like that, but you're only allowed 2. And well, I've got 1 used up for the session with the pianist, which is only 30 minutes, and the other one I've got for my ensemble group. I booked that myself. I just got on with it, got it booked, so it was done. And then afterwards I thought, oh, hang on a minute. How am I going to warm up for my session with the pianist and then the masterclass? I can't unless I roam around and try and find an empty one. I emailed the uni yesterday, but I never heard back about it. Ooh, the thought of having to do it cold. If you don't play, you don't realise you kind of need to limber up a bit. My boyfriend calls it limbering up. He likes to limber up before a gig. He'll play for a good half hour, 45 minutes at home himself before going out. So if you don't do it, it's like you're all stiff and awkward, and I don't know, it feels different. It just doesn't, you don't feel that suppleness and ready for actionness that you get unless you've done a good warm-up. I tend to take about 45 minutes. So yeah, I've scheduled it in. I'm just going to turn up and roam around the corridors and hopefully find an empty practice room. But if somebody's booked it, they're going to come along on the either hour or half hour and boot me out. And then in the evening, I'm doing the pop ensemble thing in which I do tech, and somebody's dropped out, but I found out that they've been replaced. So I did think I was going to be doing a huge 3-hour stint, but I'm not. I'm just doing an hour and a half, which is good because it means I don't get back at 11 p.m, which is what I would have done if I'd have done the full stint. Right, I better get on because I need to just do the last bits of packing, clean my teeth and get on the train for my epic day. I was in bed at 7:30, I was like 8 hours and it'll all be over. Up to the end of the masterclass. After that, I don't care. I might even go to Greg's and have a cake for a celebrate. I don't know yet. I'll see. Train appears to be stopped right by the weir, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to jump up and get a nice shot of it for you. I love looking at running water. That's so fascinating to me. I wonder if this great big huge log here has drifted down the river and got stuck. It certainly looks like it, doesn't it? It looks like it's been there for a very long time to me. God, imagine that flowing down the river. It's been chopped as well. I wonder if it got chopped since it's been in situ. I wonder when that happened. Over the other side of the weir, we've got an Archimedes type screw thing, so water is going through it. And I made a vlog in which I had a good close look at it, which I will link at the end. It's got my dad in the thumbnail. I'd met my dad one day and we had a walk around here and we went and had a look at it together. So dad's in that vlog quite a lot. I'm walking to uni, got a nice blue sky for a change. Look at that. My intention is to get in and try and find an empty practice room. I haven't quite checked what the time is. See, it's when it's the turn of the hour or half hour that you know if it's booked or not, because the person will turn up, because you can only do it in half-hour increments. Okay, I've snagged one for at least 20 minutes. Somebody might boot me out on the hour, but let's see. I've got 50 minutes until my rehearsal with the pianist, and I haven't had any breakfast yet, so I will need to do that before that happens. Okay, I played for half an hour. I managed to get through my scales and also just the tricky bits of the piece, sometimes twice. I'm having a very, very simple sandwich, which is just cheese, corn sliced and mayo, because I don't know, I wasn't in the mood to be doing fancy things this morning. I've got 6 minutes to the rehearsal. Oh my gosh, right, I've had my one and only rehearsal with the piano. Why did I pick such a difficult piece to do with the piano? The piano parts are completely different to what the flute's doing. It's really hard to not get lost. Oh my gosh, I mean, he follows me. This is the idea, but oh my gosh. And at one point, I need to sort my hair out, because at one point I went, and it sucked it right in, and I was trying to play like that. And that put me off, and then I lost my place, because you've got to concentrate so intently that just a little thing like that can completely throw you. Anyway, so it's not perfect. There's bits I just can't, I keep fluffing, because it's too much to concentrate at once. I'm so busy concentrating on where it fits in with the piano part, I can't concentrate on playing my own fast flourishes and things like that. So I'm doing a lot of messing up. It'll be what it'll be. It's a work in progress, but I seem to be in a practice room and nobody's checked me out. So I think I might have 15-20 minutes at least in this one. So I'm going to try and make the most of that and just, it'll be what it'll be, won't it? A lot of it sounded all right. The piano part, it just sounded so different to what I expected, even though I've listened over and over and over again to different versions on Spotify and YouTube and stuff. It just sounded so different in the real, in the flesh. So, oh look, I'm not tracking my own face. This is what happens when you look in the lens. I'm looking in the reflection of the lens. I forgot to do the face track. Sorry about the weird framing then. Right, I better get on. Oh. And why is there a bra hanger in here? Do you know, I noticed it and just didn't think anything of it, and now I finished and now he's gone. I'm like, hang on, what's that doing in the practice? Has somebody got changed in here? I'm going to practice. One bit of good news is I'm allowed to have 2 music stands apparently, so I don't have to coordinate turning pages whilst counting vigorously in my head. Right, this is the beast bit. 1, 2. I can do it in isolation, I just can't do it with the piano. So I can do it on its own. I mean, it's a bit dodgy with the camera on, nerves and all that. 1, 2, 3. Thing is, I'm trying to go 1, 2, 3, 4, but my numbers are mixing up in the wrong order in my head, and then I can't count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm going to do the next bit, jump to the next bit that's a bit like that. This is what we call last minute panic practice. So that trill starts in the middle of a beat. I'm going to turn the camera off. There was a wrong note in there. I bet you couldn't tell which one it was because it's such a weird piece. Hopefully the audience doesn't notice either later. It's cup of tea time. My voice is going. It's cup of tea time. I've just been in, having my head craning out of here, sounding off to the pianist and my flute teacher going, oh my gosh, why did I pick that flipping piece? Oh dear gosh. And another random passing flautist offloading. That's what I was looking for.
I'm trying not to have too much, because I thought, what if I need a wee halfway through? The thing is, when you got stage fright, you need a wee, whether you need a wee or not, you just do. I'm having a bit of calm. This is a really... I had the camera lower just now and made my boobs look enormous. Like, it's just... I'm trying to be subtle because people keep walking past. There's people over there. I've been having some therapeutic chats with another girl who's doing the workshop as well. Workshop, masterclass. Apparently there's 3 of us. I've worked it out on the calculator. We're going to go about 25 minutes each. So 25 minutes of it and then it'll be over. She said there's bits that she knows are just probably going to go wrong as well. It's a work in progress. We're just trying to see it as a lesson, you know, just a public lesson, which is what it is, rather than a polished performance. I've been chatting to one of the composition students as well, and yeah, talking about the ins and outs and the difficulties of different accompanying parts, you know, and it can really throw you. Anyway, better go, someone's coming. I've managed to forget my water bottle today, of all days, of the day that I'm going to be needing to take swigs of it on stage, but I've noticed there's empty mugs in the coffee little cubby hole, so I'm just going to get a mug and put tap water in it, I think. I've got my sippy cup, but it's currently got tea in it. Well, all my worries and fears about not being able to get into a practice room to do any kind of warming up and last minute practice, that was okay, because I did. Did get booted out of our last one though by somebody who had booked it for practice. She booted me out at a funny time actually. It was like 5:02 or something. Right, got 20 minutes to go. I'm just going to do a little 5 to 10 minute re-warm up, and then I'm going to go like a lamb to the slaughter. So I'll speak to you when I'm on the other side, and I'll be feeling happier, I think, even if it's a disaster, because it will have been done and I won't have to feel nervous about it anymore. Many hours have passed. I've got to update you and I get somewhere to sit down and have a chat, but I'm going to Greg's for a coffee and then I come back and eat noodles. So much for Greg's, eh? It had to be done, didn't it? I thought, well, I'm only having a coffee, so let's have a very nice coffee. And thank you very much to Adam for today's coffee. He donated to the Buy Me a Coffee thing absolutely ages ago, but because I haven't had that many of them, because I just haven't had a chance. I've been a bit late in saying thank you on the video, but thank you very much, Adam. I'm going to enjoy this and I feel like I deserve it after my trauma. All things considered, it went remarkably okay, honestly. I don't know how. I pulled it together. The pianist was fine anyway. He was like, he did a good job of putting up with me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, somehow with my panic practice at the last minute. I swear panic practice can be very effective because you've got a lot of adrenaline going on, and somehow I think it makes it go in better. Oh my goodness. Yeah, got through it. All 3 of us, we did a good job. So it was like, yay, go team flutes at the end of it. Oh, I don't know if that amount of stress is good for me, to be honest, but done it. And then after that I had a half-hour break and I made a coffee, and I met with my ensemble for my next module for the first time, all of us, and we had a little bit of a play through 2 out of the 3 songs because we had 1 hour and that was all. But next week we'll do 2 hours. So yeah, so it was a good start. Yeah, I had a little feel through. 2 had come very late today and they hadn't had a chance to listen to the recording yet, so they kind of were listening in and having a little tinkle here and there, but they'll know what they're doing more next week, I think. So yeah, it's all in all been a good day. So the next thing is pop ensemble, so I'll be going fairly soon to that. I'm just going to drink this. I need to eat something. I have got noodles, so I'll probably have them. They take a while, don't they? You've got to put hot water on them. I might eat the rest of my sandwiches instead. We'll see. But I'm only in that for an hour and a half and then I get to go home. And then I've got a day off tomorrow. Oh, that just emptied. This is what I'm looking at right now. Oh my gosh, this flat white is flipping delicious. I had a flat white after the opera and I've decided from now on that is my drink in Costa anyway. Obligatory noodle shot. Much deserved. I didn't think I was hungry for this, but now I've smelt it, I most definitely am. It's just whether I can get it softened and eaten in time is another thing. There's another 2 guys that I set all the gear up with, and they seem to get there earlier and earlier and earlier every week, so if I don't get there really early they'll end up doing a load of the work before I even arrive. It doesn't feel very fair, so I'll see if I can get this gone in 20 minutes and then I'll be in good time. Another jump forward in time. I am now going home. It's quite late, it's dark. That was quite fun to be back doing all the pop music techie stuff. One of the techie staff was there today, and yeah, it's good. Anyway, homeward bound. This is the end of my uni week, actually. Another one done. I'm back and I'm definitely having a lie-in tomorrow after today. That was a long day. I tell you what,
there was a lot going on. There was a lot to be anxious about today, but oh, it's all finished. It's all gone as well as it could, I think, under the circumstances. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a like if you happen to like it. I'll put some more videos up here on the end screen in case you'd like to watch some more stuff from me right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night.